Well, I see the issue with the unconstructed boats for salvaging is still an issue, but, well, I guess that's what happens if a game is in early access for over 5 years. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Flotsam here on your professional walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. So in the previous episode, I was able to start re-establishing the colony and changing quite a lot of it. So we started to deal with like the agriculture. I was able to put down the first fish farm. We're currently able to grow the nibblers. Thankfully, we have this sort of loop where I'm able to actually keep providing food in this sort of established circle. So the seaweed wraps are able to be constructed, but they are used with combination with the gobblers, so I cannot really process those. However, what I can actually do is turn the seaweed into the nibbler food, which is then fed to the fish farm. And then with combination of the corn, I can combine the nibblers and the corn in order to produce the stuffed nibbler. So yeah, I'm really hoping you guys are going to be able to fetch these fish. And yeah, we were able to get the engineer. So thankfully I was able to do that because we researched the town tugger. So now what I'm missing is basically a architect and a doctor as a specialist. And then there's just some other research that I would need to get my hands on. So with that said, I think we're going to start looking for the next specialist. The thing which I've noticed is that every time you leave the game and you try to find one of these specialists, even let's say you currently would have a designated area where you know that, hey, this is a specialist, you would have to start looking for a new one in order for it to set up as a engineer or architect or doctor or whatever, because what's gonna happen is that you can be over here, you save the game, quit the game, you re-uploaded the save file, and all of a sudden this thing is an entirely different colonist. It's no longer the specialist you were looking to acquire. So what we're gonna do here is, hopefully if we get the nibblers, is to start moving in this direction and grab the colonists that are over there. We can even grab potentially 2 of them. I would really like it though if these fish farms would produce at faster pace, because this is like plate tectonic speed. So I'm not that thrilled about it, if I'm being honest with you. And oh, you gotta be kidding me, because of this. How did I, like, cancel this boat construction or something? Because this is just driving me nuts. Unfortunately, this is, like, now an ongoing problem which I just cannot get rid of. And it's just really bothering me. I was also considering the fact of, like, switching the desalinator to not use the firewood. But because I have 3 seagulls, which continuously keep providing me with the plastic waste and wet wood, which is then being dried into the dry wood, I feel like I would just start utilizing electricity in order to get these things constructed, which would not help me out at all. Ready for use? I'm not really sure. Like, I've tried to recycle these things so that this thing would disappear, and I just am not able to do it. So I'm really not sure how to address this issue. But I'm really hoping I'll be able to get some food in, because this is just bad, and I have like a whole idea of building more of these fish farms along here. But as long as the stupid remnants of a boat will stay in here, I will be really screwed. So I really have to hope that I'm gonna be able to somehow get rid of it, or I'm gonna have to swim away from it. Maybe that's what's gonna work if I just push here. That's still freaking there. God damn it! This is just really annoying to me. Because I have tried multiple times to deconstruct these things, yet this just remains. So maybe now it's gonna disappear if we build the fish farm over it. Unfortunately, I would really prefer if I can get actually some gobblers or flounder especially. But the thing to keep in mind is that each fish requires different consumption needs. So for example, gobbler itself would require corn, and flounder would require other fish in order for it to be able to be farm raised. So yeah, I'm not really sure how I'll manage here. And on top of it, until I get like more fish in the inventory, I just won't be able to do that much. So if someone, for the love of God, can actually go and deal with this fishing requirement, which I have here. I don't know if I'm being bottlenecked just by the sheer volume of chores which they have assigned, or what to do in order to make them understand that, hey, dummies, we actually do need the food in order to survive, because the canned stuff is gone. And I feel like I just need to keep the water production up and running, because I've constructed all these water tanks. Nobody's going for the fishing. And that's what's driving me nuts, because if I would be able to get the fish, I have a decent amount of corn, so I would be able to provide them with at least some meals, which would carry me over until we do something else. So I'm not really sure what they are doing right now. There's like no research being conducted, nothing happening. Nobody's doing the stuff in regards to the fish. So is that like an issue? Do I need to, like, what do I need to do here in order to make you fellas do the damn fishing? This is like a peculiar situation where I'm just not having anyone being willing to fish for me all of a sudden, and I have no clue why that is. Okay, all of a sudden it's working. So if we get the nibblers, I was really hoping that the fish farm would produce a little bit faster. This is just super slow. But if we get the nibblers in, I will be able to cook up these meals. And I swear to God, I feel like the numbers keep changing. I'm not sure if it used to be 1 nibbler to 2 corn. Now it's 2 nibblers and 2 corn for 1 meal, which is just really not that efficient, considering the fact that you also have to usually debottle nibblers if you want to get them. So that alone will cause a bunch of problems. Where did all the fish go? Is it here? We seriously cannot run out of food all of a sudden. That would just drive me nuts. Okay, so we know where we are headed. I'm gonna have to swim around. Now with the extended battery, I should be able to reach a little further. I'm also hoping that maybe I'll be able to get my hands on some other fish or something. Okay, it's gonna be nighttime, but we're gonna set up another fishing spot. I am still hella confused about the way the books work. And I think I will just take the colonist just so that we have the additional manpower. The seagulls will be able to take in the resources, so that should be all fine and dandy. The priority right now would be the actual management of the food situation, which is not the best. Corn is just doing its thing, so I kind of don't need to worry about that. Right now, my biggest problem is the level of fish supply that we do possess. And if I'll get only like 10 fish out of the fish farm, that's going to be problematic as well. 2, 4, 6, 8 people, which would make this 9. I don't know if I actually do have a house set up for this one guy. Yeah, we do have houses set up over here. They're empty and ready to start being occupied, so that's all fine and dandy. So we have set up quite a lot of stuff in here to process, but my biggest focus is gonna be the fish. If we will be able to get the fish, I'll be able to start pumping out ridiculous amounts of food after I unbottle the nibblers. 2, 4, 6, 8, still just 8. The lack of food is the scary thing. But considering that we will be pulling 5 fish per turn out of here, and I don't know, is like the fish farm full? I know that currently I do not have anything in here. It's still annoying to see this residue of the ship for salvage over there, which makes me think that I need to construct the 2 parking lots for boats anyhow. Which is gonna affect just the overall flow of everything and anything. We're scratching the low bottom. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, it's now 9 people. I need to get the fish up there. If I get the fish now with the surplus of corn that I'm able to accumulate, I'll be able to have enough meals prepared. So this is like a temporary setback, but right now I just don't think the fish farms are gonna be able to sustain us well enough, so we will still need to keep in mind that if we are relocating from point A to point B, it's best for me to consider getting a location where fish is actually located. Otherwise, I will run into quite a problem. And I can just keep on then building the tugboats in this location in order for me to keep on increasing the overall carry capacity of the colony. So that's nice. So the meals are being done. The happiness is going overall up thanks to the beautified town and the fact that I keep trying to provide them not with the nibbler chow or just the basic raw meals. Now the question is if the electric grill would be able to provide me with a different set of recipes, or if it would be just this, but without the need to manually have someone cranking the grill. Okay, we're gonna actually have to dedicate someone to full-on desalination. Because I'm not liking the fact that all of a sudden we are struggling to maintain these. Why can I not suddenly build the salvage boats? What the hell? What is this? I'm so confused right now. Yeah, I know that you guys are hungry, but it's your own damn fault that you keep doing dumb stuff. Don't blame me. We'll probably really have to invest into the electric desalinator. We do have some solar panels installed, so that should do something. Problem is, I really did not notice if I actually got some sort of bump in the fish. And I swear to God, I now suddenly cannot construct boats for some dumbass reason. Why is that? I do have the necessary required ingredients. Well, that's quite annoying considering the fact that I used to have 3 ships and now I have like just 1 boat or 1 ship that is able to travel to these islands and accumulate these resources for me. That's really terrible. Do we want to go for it? I would have to extend the electric grid. Now let's try it. Yet again, low on food. Maybe I will eventually do it and finally kill the colonists. But why am I suddenly not able to build additional boats? What the frick? This is like a real problem. Has everything been salvaged? Still like a ruin showing. Yeah, I think I've cleared out everything. Okay, let's try to make it towards fish. Okay, so here we have actually 2 fish. Flounder and the gobbler. So I'm gonna set up a fishing spot at both. And I would really like to set up the flounder production. But in order to do that, there's this thing, and I will need to... Yeah, that's not good that much. Wait, why do I not see the... Okay, here's the socket thingy. Am I gonna have to... Ah, man. I need 1 more. Okay, this should fix that. Which should allow me to start desalinating water. I think worst case scenario, I will hold on to the gobblers and process the gobblers. You guys require corn feed. I can actually afford that, so... I have 4 of those. We can try to cook up the flounder. I still have no clue what the hell do the mushrooms do. That's the problem. that probably are used for maybe medical requirement or something. Okay, plug you in and in. So I would assume that that means that you should be able to start producing water. Does someone physically need to attend to this thing? I at least do understand how the physical labor ones work. But here I'm kind of all over the place with how it's supposed to be. Usually the gobbler locations, they do provide a substantial amount of fish compared to the flounder, which is usually like 6 fish at a time. And having just like 4 of them is also not that much helpful. I'll be able to get the additional 6, which can be cleaned. That would be nice. Okay, so this is starting to do the job, which is actually consuming the electricity quite fast. I do not understand how we go from having like 60 water to suddenly having almost nothing. This is probably like a continuous production. So these two then need to be established forever to keep on doing whatever they are doing. 2 more fish. So yeah, now this fish school is not gonna be able to provide all the fish at once. But right now I cannot even think about like getting the actual medic, because just the sustainability of my colony is at question. Why is this still here? This is causing nothing but problems for me, because now I cannot build ships. Meaning I would have to start all over again just to address the issue with the ships. Just... So one glitch during any of your journey time, and you would have to start all over again. Which means that this game is probably out of the options for like 100 days in a video game. Just because you cannot really guarantee the result that you would be hoping for. I'm gonna have to set up water management for people. Unfortunately, we have only one person who's like really well set up to handle liquids. So I'll give my botanist also the task of managing water. Because I feel like maybe the crops themselves is what's causing this dramatic spike in water consumed. It's not the actual people themselves. I need one more. So if these 4 can be allocated over there, the rest I can try to grill up. Right now we do have meals, but for how long that's gonna last, these knuckleheads, that's a big question. And because we keep using the electric water desalinator, that's also affecting my battery. I'll try to cram in the boat over here. The reason why I'll be able to fish, so I'll assign 2 people to it. I do want the doctor, but if I do it now, with 1 water and 0 meals ready, I will be royally screwed. So it might be that I will, in less than half an hour, kill everyone. Thanks to this. This fish school is just not gonna be able to save me unless I get people out there to fish. We're gonna be screwed as well. I cannot even make more bird chow currently because I just don't have the fish to do it. So even the seagulls will go starving. God damn it! Is there like a pause button for the farms or... Yeah, like each one of these farms is consuming water on its own. I feel like that's what's killing me. I still don't think that the solar panels are able to compete with the amount of energy that we are consuming. So this just does not look as pretty as this. I will need the nibbler chow, right? Yep. Thankfully, I have a great surplus of seaweed. I would really hate to be making all of a sudden the basic seaweed dishes because that's, again, icky stuff. So if I can debottle these knuckleheads and start cooking them up with the corn, I can get at least something done. Looking. This is just really not good for me. I'll need cargo. But where to build it? Let's put it over here. I won't be really able to do much. Unless I convert the resources into something else. Issue is I'm missing always somewhere something. Be able to pull it off. I was able to ramp up the water production, but I honestly think the electric desalinator is not doing jack squat. Like having a second one which would burn the fuel wood would be a little bit more useful to me. Because that way I can at least get rid of the dry wood, because it would be turned into firewood. And in depleting it itself, I'll be able to get my hands on what I need, which is the empty space in the inventory. So the fish here should be fed. And actually try to make more. just to queue it up. Queue up also the fish. Come on, fellas. I will need to also make bird chow. So I cannot just ignore my birds. Because they keep bringing in all the stuff that I do not need. And if we construct this... fudge, I don't have enough metal plates. I would need to stop by a highway and salvage stuff. But I'm too close to the edge, so I would need to take the doctor and then go to the bike shop, which is not optimal. But the closest scrap metal is over here. The issue is I don't see any fish in that direction. And this fish is out of reach, of course. Ah, fudge. Forgot. I need to make the bird chow. So some of these nibblers will not be utilized here. So can you, like, get along with it so I know what's the situation? Water levels are going up. The food is the problem now. But that's the thing, like, I cannot just simply stop the production of the corn, because if I would try to do that, it would be nice if I can, like... I have way too much seaweed, so I'm gonna just put these two on a pause. So the current ones are gonna actually do their thing. With corn, it just does not seem to work that way. So bird chow, I'll need to sacrifice quite a lot of nibblers in order to build up a stockpile, which is gonna help me carry the fish for a while. Yeah, you can see the drainage of the battery is just gonna have overall a huge negative effect, because I will not be able to move as far as I would like to. And I cannot forget the issue with the goddamn boats, which I'm not allowed to construct. Fishing boat I don't need right now because I already have to, but the fact that I'm out of salvage boats due to this bug or this glitch, that's just really bad. The reason why that's really bad is that if I want to gather the additional colonists or anything, I'm very heavily limited with one boat. So I will have to scrap all the islands very carefully, and the issue is that I'm not even sure when the glitch occurred, but now the issue is, of course, that well, I cannot occupy this slot with more boats. Even if I would try to construct another pier, I'm still screwed. Instead of having 3 of these, I don't even know where the other one... Yeah, that one is hidden somewhere underneath all of this. I'm not sure what would allow me to fix this, which is really disappointing. And the game had such a great potential. But I'm not sure how to, like, understand this, because the game is in early access for such a long time, yet it still has this, which will negatively affect it. And I feel like the interest in the game has overall just been killed due to the unwillingness to finish it or to polish some of these glitches. The game is catchy, and you would be able to expand the colony even more, of course. This is still not the maximum that you can go for, I'm quite sure of it. But I'm just not sure how to deal with this situation. How would I even stop this corn production now? Like, I can pause these two. I cannot pause this, and I just might have to do it. Give them the icky food. I cannot even do like chop chop ingredients because just simply don't have fish. Disappointed. Okay, let's set up shop in here. The thing is, if I would be able to set up this spot, that would be great, because that can bring in the canned food. I think my opinion is formed. It's a real big shame, though. You would really expect that they would hammer out these sort of things in the time they had access to, because the issues which I'm having are not even like related to the latest features which were added, which are meant to be the agriculture. So that's what's making me question the whole thing. Like, what would be done from the developer side to prevent this from happening again, if they would even approach it that way? Or is the project dead on arrival and it's just not gonna be touched again because the developer just lost interest in it? And we have zero idea what's gonna be happening right now. She is gonna be, I also will run out of the capacity all over again. And try keep on removing some of this stuff. This is not even like, I still need to manually keep inputting the command, which makes me really nervous, because I'm like thinking that if I would stop addressing the constant water shortage, especially due to the agriculture, what would suddenly happen? We can produce this food. Still have the food for the seagulls. Yeah, we're gonna see some decrease due to the starvation or due to giving them the worst quality food. The benefit is that at least the icky food will remain in reserve, and they're gonna try to primarily take the better meals for themselves. We're gonna have to see how this is gonna be affected, and I really will need to scavenge more scrap metal if I want to make more of the metal plates. So to me that says that location at the highway. over here, these two would be a great spot. The electric shop, I don't know if it's too far. It's not that far. The problem is I cannot build the damn boats. Is this like a known issue? One of my boats came back from salvaging an island. Half the contents was emptied. However, after that, no drifter will go near it. I have tried scrapping both the boat and the mooring. However, it's as if they don't know how to get to it. I have the same issue as well. One item in my boat. They don't want to use it or empty it. Same here. Encountered this bug several times as well. Scrapping the boat was best solution I can find. Not working for me. Boat cannot be scrapped till the end. But the problem is that, like, these comments are from 2020. And of course the profile of the person is private, but it's related to Flotsam. But the issue is the last comments were from like 2021. So yeah, that sucks. I would have to start a brand new save file, I'm assuming, in order to get this done. So if I would even be dumb enough to try like 100 days in a video game for this, if I would encounter this sort of glitch or bug again, there's just no way for me to deal with it. I just cannot simply bypass such a problem. Which is a huge, huge shame. Someone can really feed the seagulls, please? Please? Please and thank you. You would assume that with like 9 people, or how many I have now, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 people, that they would be able to at least do some of these tasks. Like, it's just feeding the damn seagulls. Crafting. Yeah, I'm debottling fish, cooking fish. We're not even like researching anything right now. That's the worst thing. I don't even know where the... Of course. Yeah. I would not be even able to build more town tuggers. I mean, thankfully, thanks to these two, I'll be able to move. So that's not an issue. Someone, please, for the love of God, feed the damn fish. Or the birds. It is really, really annoying. Kind of even makes me want to try the electric grill. Just for the hell of it. But I've already signed a research. Ah, man. So what am I gonna be even able to do? Because I will be heavily affected by the constant problem with the bottleneck that I'll be facing due to the shipping or the supplying of the boat with the goods. This is not exactly done the way I would want it. Okay. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make the bigger storage. It's already problematic due to the sheer volume of things I'm hoarding. How long does it take for that fish to get done? Jesus, I feel like I still haven't received a single harvest of the gulpers or gobblers. Which is quite annoying. We have some skill points to assign. Cooking. Research. I need to increase the water management to some of these people. Let's increase your cooking even more. Recycling. Let's boost these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and boost this. 1. Wow, you already obtained another skill point. Okay. I could have given it to another point, but oh, what the hell. Assign those points, assign these points, assign this point. Okay. Happiness is kind of all over. Water production has reached its maximum capacity all of a sudden. Issue is that the spacing here will not allow me to put in the water tanks in an effective fashion. Be able to squeeze in this one over here. Be able to make tools, make rope, make the icky food. I should have decommissioned one of these in order to make more of the bird chow. So if 2 fish, someone has finally fed these knuckleheads, huh? Okay. Trying to go so that the gobblers are in reach as well. Though I'm not sure. These guys are still not done. Yeah, I just suddenly received a massive chunk of fish. So I should be getting also gobblers too, hopefully. probably resume the production of the seaweed growers as well. Problem is with the gobblers, they will keep on arriving in batches. Let's make food for the birds while I can. Waiting for resources. There would be some sort of possibility for me to fix this. It's just driving me nuts. Would that mean I would need another pier in order to have another slot for another boat, because these two are kind of busted? Or does that mean that even this boat will be screwed because I do not have more of these installed, ready to be occupied by another ship? Because then I would just need like 2 extra piers, which will just never be utilized. But then I can have the additional piers, which would be able to work. Okay, so I have like a busted pier. And because I have the busted pier, the ship is affected. So it seems like it's more related to the pier itself and not to the actual... And not to the actual boat itself. But it should be somehow probably put together so that when you like decommission the pier, the arc is also affected by it. This is just unfortunate though. Yeah, won't fit. That's what she said, huh? I will need to make it to here. I'm leaving a lot of these colonists behind in general. I'm trying to relocate so that I can still tackle this one, but get my hands on the flounders. Due to the fact that it's 6 of them, I won't be able to, however, build another fish farm until I'm able to tackle the situation regarding the iron or steel plates. Metal plates, sorry. So this is being processed. Again, I swear to God, I don't think I've received any fish out of this. Which is just the weirdest thing. Does it mean that this is like all the fish that's waiting to be harvested, or what's this showing me? I'm confused. We do have the feed for the animals. I don't understand. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so 2. The problem is right now I have been able to get like 2 of these. But I don't know if the fish is actually the one that I'm getting out of this cleaning process or just what in the world is going on. I'm gonna have to hold on to the flounder though. She is going to be providing the flounder chow. Because if I don't have enough nibblers... There is a seagull and ruined restaurant ahead of me. Seems to be just 7. Canned food, but I'll take it. I'll take at this point just about anything. Corn is sitting there. I'm kind of reaching this sort of weird point where I'm just not sure what I can try to get done. Need more recycling material. Oh, it's great. Let's do the food truck. It's gonna take forever to research. But it is what it is. And hopefully I'll be able to get another fish farm for the flounders eventually. Since right now I'm burning through the gobblers like there's no tomorrow. At least making sure that I have provisions for the fish farms. Let's build another water tank. If this gets constructed, then the surplus will have a place to go. Okay, so I think we have cleared out the fish here. Let's go get our nibblers on. We can fetch the seagull. So these locations are gonna get scavenged. And from here, I will then make it over here. Fingers crossed. Although I have to say, I honestly don't know if the if the, what you call them? I just totally forgot what I was about to say. Damn! It's like in the middle of the sentence, I just totally forgot what I was about to say. Too much visual stimuli simultaneously. Food-wise, we have at least ramped up the overall supply of stuff, but the fish farms are usually disappointing. And I have no clue if the fish are able to, like, respawn, or how would this work? Like, if I would clear out this location of all the fish, then what? I've been in quite a lot of spaces already. I'm traveling like a total knucklehead. Food truck is light years away, and probably I will require some specialized resources for it, so trying to get to that highway would not be the worst thing ever. I have 4 seagulls. But thankfully I don't have to rely on strategy like utilizing the watchtowers and stuff of such nature in order to beautify the colony. It seems now that everyone seems to be much happier thanks to getting the ordinary meals and stuff of such nature. To keep on turning these things into other goods in order to keep liberating the space in my inventory, though. So that's a little bit annoying, but manageable. Definitely need to produce more flounder chow. I'm gonna be interested to see what that food truck is gonna be able to pull off. Maybe I'll get a whole new set of recipes. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, overall, I would just assume that I would need to fetch a ridiculous amount of fish in order to have a crazy amount of fish farms. But even that just does not give me the hope that it's a sustainable way of providing food for the colonists. What the hell was this? What? Oh, okay. So right now we don't need to make water because we don't have the place to store it at, so I'll just let it decrease. Oh, so that's how it works. Once you like deplete everything, it just keeps on pumping out new stock of it, huh? Okay. These 2 piers are disappointing, though. Fortunately, I won't be able to fix them. So I'll have to rely upon a different set to give me access to more boats. Which is a problem, because this stuff weighs something. Right? How much is the pier for the boat? It's 18. Okay, it's not that tremendous. But the boat itself is added as additional 30, so right now I do not know if these 2 are like effectively gonna be forever blocking me with the 60 plus the 18 per one, or if it's just the pier and the weight for the boat is not accounted for. It's impossible for me to say at this point because there's just so much stuff already constructed. So I'm not even sure how I would go around managing or checking this. There's still the canned food. It would be nice if you would actually focus on the food itself. Cannot believe I have to explain that. Fish marker has been fully gathered. So we're still waiting for the canned food. Yeah, I bet if you guys would be starving, you would focus on that. But giving one more option, not just the amount of people, but also like a priority number, would probably help a lot. But considering the fact that these glitches and issues are not fixed, I don't know what you think. And I'm just going off based on the information, so I do apologize if I keep repeating myself. It's just, for me, this is a new game, new experience. I'm having actual fun with it, but I'm running into issues. It's not as bad as the game where I was mining the mines or Project Wunderwaffe. That thing is absolute garbage. And apparently, based on the comments I keep receiving in the video's description, people are still experiencing glitches and bugs with the game. But the beautiful thing is that they do have a DLC about a war in the Ukraine or something like that, so that just is disgusting. Okay, there's a flounder. There's 2 flounders. And the gobbler. So if we set up shop in here, they're able to reach this spot. They're going to be able to reach these spots. So I can hold on to the fish. Thankfully, there's no such a thing as decay or what have you. Issue is the storage capacity is filled to the brim. Which is not making me that happy. And I don't want to build these medium storage silos. But unless I would get the actual... I don't have a choice here, huh? Okay, Skirt, let's make 2 for now. That should help carry me through. Fudge. I have way too much of this plastic waste stuff. It's the damn seagulls. They keep bringing in all these things. And I need to hold on to the flounder just so that I have the fish farm set up. So there's 3 fishing spots. We can use this to scout out the region. This to forage the mushrooms. I just am more interested in the seeds. So I would give them that as a task. So once I get a few more of the metal plates up and running, that would be quite lovely. Let's see, points. Assign a point. 1, 2. Let's give you into recycling because you seem to like that. Give you into cooking. Fishing leveling up. Wow, some of these are like level 18. That's pretty damn impressive. Okay, so these two smaller carrying locations or storage locations will help me manage. But I will need more of the scrap if I want to do the things that I want to do. The seed bank is, it's actually quite nicely occupied, so I might need a second one eventually. Let's make one flounder fillet too. I need just 10 of them in order to fill up the fish farm. I don't see what you're saying because of this. Okay. Happiness. More people are happy. So, I'm okay with this. But honestly, I have zero clue what would happen if a sickness would spread out, or how would I manage it. I mean, right now I do have medication, but the issue is I have zero clue how to keep on managing this stuff. And the water can go lower. I will manage just a-okay. Right now, what I'm waiting for are primarily the fish. I don't really care that much about the seeds, to be frank. And once I will collect the fish, we can go to this location, salvage these two derelicts. And there's even some medical shop or apothecary. And then there's a supermarket and another forest freeway. So I would probably back up a little bit, travel here, scrap these two, go here, and then go over here. But here, these two are maybe too far apart, not really sure. Not really sure. So I don't think I've changed that much of it, although this thing is just almost fully occupied with corn itself, so that's hilarious. Make me some seaweed wraps. Man, the actual gobbler does eat quite a lot of corn. Which kind of makes you wonder just what the hell does it eat out in the wild, you know? You need 10 of the flounders. So the surplus is okay for me to lose. Now the question is if I can park it in a way that will allow me to scavenge both of these locations. Wow, this does not even look like a highway. Maybe it was like a gas station along the way or something. It's just weird that it's like this. 8 plus 4, that's 12. That is perfect. And here, 17. I think I will have like 1 or 2 extra, and we need 3. So 12 divided by 3, that's 4. So that's manageable. So one of these is gonna give me a beautiful amount for 4 of the metal plates. This one is more problematic. It's gonna give me access to 6, leaving me with 1 of the scraps left behind. Theoretically, with the 2 extra metal scraps, I should be able to make it and clear it all out. That would be lovely. This has been cleared out. This has only the woods. Can take the goods. Please tell me, for the love of God, you guys had the brains to bring in the actual scrap. Yeah, it seems like no. The issue here is I'm gonna have to decommission these, and hopefully in their place I'll be able to put in 2 of the large storage yards. Which are gonna greatly enhance the overall carry capacity or storage capacity. So we really need the scrap metal. If I'll be able to process that, I'll be able to build the large storage yards. Hopefully in their place somehow. So I feel like I'm gonna have to do some scrolling around, like build the storage yard over here by the fish cleaning station, and then decommission these and put in the other one, and decommission that one, build it over here so that the 2 are squeezed in like so. It's gonna be a little screwy, but it should do the job. And I should be able to manage it. That is if they're gonna focus on doing these things. Right now, I don't think they're focusing on those things. Water levels have gone down. Firewood has gone down. Let's make some planks. Get rid of the plastic nonsense. I do have a crap ton of tools. but I would rather have the tools than any of these other things. Oh my god, you guys, please, for the love of God, build me a metal plate so that I can build this thing finally. And then I can start screwing around with these 3 things, which are already full. But yeah, priority tasks would be absolutely tremendous help. So water has gone down, but I will manage. That's why I build up the large supply of it. If I would have this many people and I would have to rely on the just 10 units of water, or how much is this thing able to hold? 25 units, sorry. It would be just unmanageable. It would not be possible. At least I was able to build up somehow a reserve of fish. That's nice. There's the 3rd one for the flounder. I will still need to screw around with the space management, but now that we are constructing this, and I'll be able to decommission these 3 and put in their place the storages that I want to have, should be able to manage. If the math was at least slightly correct, I should like clear shop and not have any of this scrap left over. But then again, it's me who we're talking about, so chances are I might have screwed up a big time. So these 2 have decommissioned and the supplies are relocated here. I should be then able to put the large storage yard over here. That is, if someone is gonna actually do the job and do this stuff in here. The food truck has been done. I don't know, what's something that I would want? Now let's do this. The food truck requires quite a lot of these metal sheets. And I will have to also keep in mind that I will require 1 tugboat eventually as well. So we have already surpassed the original carry capacity of this ship. We're gonna soon reach the carry capacity of the other tugboat, which adds in 2,000 kilos or whatever, 2,000 units of weight that the game utilizes. Oh my god, I suddenly run out of this stuff because I stopped making it, huh? Stop paying attention to some resource for a little bit and all of a sudden it goes all bananas on you. Ain't that a load of something? But okay, we are able to clear this out. The rural ruins left behind are actually being scrapped, so that's okay. There's plenty of wood, but I do have a crazy amount of it as is. I'm hoping that once these 2 get decommissioned and this gets built, I'll be able to accommodate the flounders inside. So I should be able to squeeze in those 10. while also making food. Last me for quite the substantial amount of time. I'm really hoping that this yard is going to be able to squeeze in there, or I will be one upset camper. Because if those two would fit in here, I would be ecstatic. So please finish deconstructing this. So I can see if the plan will work or not. Fudge! Fudgety fudge fudge fudge. God damn it! Will you just play nice? This one got almost filled up. I don't think the second one will fit in there though. It's too large for it to squeeze in. Maybe you like... I don't think it's gonna fit in. Still left with 2 of these. That does not make sense. Here there were 12, which is equal to 4, and here there were 17. So I would be left with 1 scrap, with the additional 2 pieces of scrap that were like left from the previous stuff. That should have been cleared out. I'm so confused with this. Synthesizes mushrooms into medicine. That's great, but the issue is I have only so many mushrooms. That's great, let's build it. At least I will liberate the storage from some of this junk. It's just upsetting. Turns electric scrap into various electric items. I have no clue what the hell does that mean. And what can I do to produce electric scrap? That's what we're currently, I guess, researching. As long as it would not require metal scrap, I'm ecstatic. This one is to be decommissioned. I can try to see if it's gonna squeeze in, but I don't think so. Just due to the sheer size of it, I think it protrudes too much into this one, so I would need to like extend it or so. This doesn't need to be connected to electric current, at least. So everyone went and took a shot of water. I know, I don't have to keep clicking this because this will reset it. Let's make a lot of supplies. I'm gonna need the gobbler chow as well. Should also make more fish chow. Yeah, it's too large of a structure to squeeze in. I would have to put in, I don't know, like a house. Yeah, it's like a 3x3 structure. Make more of these because I'm completely out and they're gonna go hungry. And then I'll have to recycle some nibblers into both bird feed and the other stuff. Okay, I have cleared out this location, so I think we can actually travel. There's gonna be even electronic shop, produce shop, and all sorts of goodies. Where the hell is my boat? God damn it, I can never find it. The thing is, I do have right now goods. I don't really feel like scrapping them into the simple plastics. I would need a whole lot more of the metal sheets, which is just unfortunate. That would mean I would need to travel either here. I mean, this location in general shows a large concentration of structures. So theoretically, I can like travel here, then to here, and then see what's next. But sticking to this location would be quite interesting for a while. Let's do the fish kebab. I actually need the your metal scrap into metal plates. It just uses electricity. This one I'm intrigued by, but I'm just terrified that if I construct it and I'm gonna find out that I'll not be able to turn it into something usable. I mean, I do have a crap ton of batteries, so I'm guessing that would be the logical thing, which I would get out of it. But because I'm not able to produce electric scrap by myself, that's a bit of a pickle. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10 people. We started with 3. Wow, the corn keeps growing all willy-nilly. That's fun, considering that I've set it up so that it grows all from the start. I guess it's an issue with the harvest. It's kind of funny now that we have gone from having a tremendous surplus of the seaweed and the seaweed sheets into having almost none of them. Where are you guys bringing? That's what I want to see. Yeah, it's the plastic waste. Okay. We'll have to, like, distinguish where I want to set up, like, the next storage area. Quite a lot of fish in here, which is great. I don't know if I can like set up 1 and then like lock it and it would keep on resetting that specific quantity. That's something which I would need to check because it would help me out quite a lot. But until I get more of the metal sheets or metal plates, sorry, won't be really able to make that much of a difference here. I think we can... What's here? Flounder. Sure, we can clear this out. It's gonna be interesting to see how the flounder population thrives. And if there will be able to be sustained by the nibblers. Or not. Because I need to also sustain the seagulls. There's medicine. Ooh. Yes. Yeah, the seagull is too damn far, huh? I can live with that. We have depleted the flounder. So I should have like 6 of them actually in here. Seems like I have actually depleted my seaweed reserves. Fun stuff. Might have to build another seaweed farm. Just due to the fact that I also need the seaweed for the nibblers. Not just the population. It seems like this is able to maintain the levels. But if I want to increase the overall capacity of the water, I do need to have even the electric desalinator turned on. I'm gonna run into storage issues soon enough. Problem is gonna be the metal plates again. I would be only able to build one of these suckers. And we can actually send out 2 people, so this is 21. Plus with the 2 that I have, that's 23. Which is unfortunately not dividable by 3 itself. 21 is. That's equal to 7. So that should be 7 metal plates I should be able to produce. Depending on when the people will try to travel there and to do the metal plate production. Based on what I'm observing, their priorities are all over. 1, 1, and 1. And if I set it up like this, what's gonna happen? If it's gonna be continuously resetting these 4. Which would be tremendous help. That would be tremendous help. Also, thank God that there's no food decay, or otherwise all this corn and fish would go to waste. So we're gonna have a lot of seaweed soon, so I'll be able to replenish the production of the seaweed sheets. So I have gone a little bit crazy over here. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. No, 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 no. So it's not able to do what I wanted to do. Such a shame. Such a shame. I was expecting probably way too much. Yeah. If I would be able actually to recycle these things and get those sheets back. They construct more of those little lights. Just that one. It's because it produces or consumes the metal plates. That's why it's just not the smartest thing for me to utilize. I don't think you can grow your own mushrooms, which is sad. Because that just means that you will be forced to keep traveling and foraging for the mushrooms. How's this spot looking? You're bringing it over. So you have 10 scrap metal. That's gonna get me to 12. 12 is actually dividable by 3, so that should be equal to 4. But that means that what I'm gonna be left with is 11, so I'm gonna have 1 scrap metal left behind. No. I'm gonna be missing 1 scrap metal for production of 4, so I'm gonna be left with 2 metal scraps. Yeah. That's more likely what's gonna happen. Don't want fields. We can do the parks. No. It's too big. This is the direction I would prefer to go. Let's build this over here. These 2x2. Can be squeezed in here. It's gonna get me rid of some of the goods. It's gonna increase the weight, but that's minuscule. You can theoretically put like 3 birch trees in here. It's actually shocking how fast the gobblers keep burning through this food. Compared to the other fish, they are definitely one hell of a hungry species. Okay, so this is all researched. I guess the last specialist we need is the architect, in order to conduct the last 2 types of research. Problem is, I cannot even determine if the gobbler production is worth the corn it's wasted on processing them. And I don't know, like 2, 4, 5, that's 20 flounders should be harvested if this is like fully fed. I'm not sure what to take of this because it's just showing you 2, 4, 6 times 5, so that's 30. That's 30 gobblers, or nibblers, sorry. And this one is even more confusing. Maybe that explains the amount of food that I do need in order to supply the damn fish with. I don't know. Does raise some interesting questions. Trees have been planted. Beautifying is underway. Not really. Upgrade these. I'm not sure if it allows them to move along it faster. I've at least eliminated the need for them to keep swimming from point A to point B, so that removes the unhappiness factor. Because they were constantly bitching about the fact that they were wet. I've theoretically remained stagnant here for a while. I'm not even sure if they have scouted out the church. I didn't think so. Is this being cleared out? Nobody has gone over here to scout out this location. Why is it growing so weirdly now? So confused by that. Oh my god, I've completely run out of nibbler chow. How the heck did that happen? At least we'll be able to feed them. Oh man. If there would be some sort of key to decommission or deconstruct this, I would be ecstatic. So this building has become effectively absolute necessity because I just need to keep providing constant influx of food to them. I would need to have 3 of them set up with the continuous production established in order to keep providing nibbler chow, flounder chow, and gobbler chow. Problem is, I don't think 2 of them would fit in here. You can try it. No, go lengthwise. Oh my god, this is driving me crazy. Why isn't there a dedicated key to this? Because I wanted to build it adjacent to this pathway. But if I do it like so, I feel like there's just this tiny bit of space left unutilized, and that's just driving me nuts. So I'll just set up this for the flounder chow, and I'll have to set up individual ones over here for the other 2 types of feed. It's kind of fun when the doctor himself is doing the construction. I'm not doing some medical research, but that's not what we do in here. Have you scouted finally the damn church? Feel like a total knucklehead having to... Ah, okay, so it should be scouted. It doesn't feel that way, though. At least not to me. There's a drifter camp, supermarket leftovers. Luckily, this location can be left for some eventual stop. I can go in this general direction, but smart thing to do would be to look for that architect. Seems architect in this direction, so I should try to move accordingly. We have quite a large battery, so I'll be able to push this for a little bit before I'll run out of sauce. Let's park it by the pharmacy, I guess. There's a flounder school. The seagulls are immediately busy. And I'm gonna have to start dumping the floaters or something. Because I have 159 of them, and they are doing absolutely nothing but occupying precious space. Issue here is going to be also the seaweed. I'm gonna have to definitely establish more seaweed production. Whether I like it or not, the two which I have were cute, but it's no longer sustainable to operate at such levels. I'd have to change this. I like those right angles. That's why I'm kind of screwing around like this with the walkways. Otherwise, I would not give a flying donk about this. I know, I just made a fictional sound, just ignore it. I made up a word. I did not want to curse. And just dump it. Ah, crap! Did I just accidentally threw one of the goddamn metal plates into the water? Son of a... to be careful what storage I interact with and what's like the next resource in it. Still have plenty of floaters somewhere. $22 tools. I can even ditch the tools. And just make more. And we will need to set up algae farms, a couple of them. I want to continuously keep on producing the corn feed and the seaweed feed, definitely. only able to afford 2, which I don't know if it's due to the fact that I've accidentally dropped one of the actual, what you call it? One of the actual metal plates. I cannot believe I've done something so dumb. But okay, increasing the farming could help me out with the seaweed, because I'm gonna double the production. So I should be able to keep on producing the supplies in order to keep the fish farms going. It's so hard to believe that the few fish farms are responsible for so much hassle. It's just unsustainable for me to keep micromanaging this one thing. But then again, what can end up happening is that I will run out of the supplies which I do possess, because I will create such a crazy surplus of these things and deplete the resources that by the time this will produce just about anything, I will have again a starving situation on my hand, and I have ended up helping nobody. So I have to find some sort of right balance. Probably shut down the production every now and then just for the hell of it. But here I see that he's like making these things, and yet I don't see the nibbler chow anywhere in the storage. All I see is that the fish are thankfully fed. Can you like drop it into the storage somewhere, or like what's up? I don't know. I am not sure. I didn't know where the 6 flounders are from, if there was a school of fish. I cannot recall anymore. A lot of stuff happened. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the episode. I really do hope you did enjoy it. And as per usual, if you want to see more, check out the playlist. And I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. And hopefully I'll see you all in the comments or at the next content. Thank you all for watching, and bye-bye for now.